I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? The whole day for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. I've tried.
Good morning, Northern High School. Today is Wednesday, September 7th, National Acorn Squash Day.
I'm Helen Friend.
And I'm Bailey Brewer.
Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Word of the day, garrulous, an adjective, excessively talkative, especially on trivial matters. For example, a garrulous reprimand.
That was from wordthink.com. Now,
Wellness Wednesday. When using your treadmill for exercise, every 1% incline increases the calories burned by 10%. 30 minutes of high-intensity exercise a day can prevent weight gain and metabolic syndrome. Adding an incline is a great way to boost intensity. Relay for Life Planning Committee. The NHS Relay for Life Student Planning Committee is looking for committed people who are dedicated, hardworking, motivated, and passionate towards finding a cure for cancer and helping raise awareness and funds, not only here at NHS with students and staff, but also in the community. Any interested student should sign up in the Counseling Center by Friday, September 9th. The first student planning meeting is scheduled for Monday, September 12th during enrichment.
Parking lot announcement. Attention students who are driving to school, make sure your parking sticker is on the lower right corner, passenger side bottom of the windshield. If your parking pass is not visible, you run the risk of being towed. All parking pass stickers must be on your windshield by Friday. All parking passes should be assigned now, so make sure you are in the parking in your assigned space. Thanks for your patience and drive safely.
Yearbook Opportunity. How would you like to receive your 2016-2017 copy of the North Star Yearbook for free? The book that normally costs about $60 can be earned by any student who participates in the optional frozen foods fundraiser and sells as few as 13 items. If you can't sell 13, you will receive $5 off of the cost of the book for every item you sell. Return the order form with a check made payable to NHS to Mrs. Fleming by Friday, September 16th. If you have any questions or you didn't get an order form and want one, stop by room 221 and ask Miss Fleming between classes or after school.
The following forms need to be returned directly to the guidance office: the demographic and health information form, emergency release list, and lunch forms. If you have not turned in the demographic and health information form, you will receive lunch detention until the form is returned.
Senior portrait information. Seniors should have received green appointment cards with their scheduled appointment time for their senior portrait. Any senior who does not receive one or has an issue with their scheduled appointment needs to see Mrs. Fleming ASAP. Students who do not have a third period should pick up their card in the main office. Gentlemen, please bring or wear a white t-shirt if you have one on the day of senior pictures.
Any girl that lettered in a varsity sport last year and would like to join the girls' varsity should attend a meeting on Thursday, September 8th in the cafeteria during enrichment.
Any student interested in joining FFA has until September 30th to sign up and pay your $20 chapter dues to Miss Yost. Also, students who completed a summer SAE project need to have their records updated by September 30th.
All chorus members of Aladdin are asked to attend a rehearsal tomorrow, Thursday, in room 204. If you have any questions, please see Miss Verts in room 204. No. Stop! Picture day is today. All students who have English first semester will have their photos taken during their English classes. The schedule is as follows. Period 1, Miss Lifrig. 8:30 to 8:45. Mrs. Berger, 8:45 to 9 o'clock. Period 2, Miss Terrio, 10 o'clock to 10:20. Mrs. Coburn, 10:25 to 10:40. Period 3, Miss Terrio, 11:20 to 11:30. Mrs. Fleming, 11:30 to 11:45. Period 4, Mrs. Berger, 2 o'clock to 2:10, and Mrs. Fleming, 2:10 to 2:20.
Underclassmen who do not have English first semester should report to the auxiliary gym at the following time to have their photos taken. Please remind them to do this so that everyone can be pictured in the book. Freshmen with last names A to L, 9 to 9:15. Freshmen with last names M to Z, 9:15 to 9:30. Sophomores with the last names A through L, 9:30 to 9:45. Sophomores with the last names M through Z, 9:45 to 10 o'clock. Juniors with the last names A through L, 1 o'clock to 1:15, and juniors with the last names M through Z, 1:15 to 1:30.
Please go to the aux gym.
Now in sports news. Over the weekend, boys and girls soccer both took on Fort Hill. Boys soccer lost 5-2, while the girls were in a tournament, losing to Fort Hill 1-0, but winning against Allegheny 3-2 in a shootout.
While the varsity football team defeated Smithsburg 14-13 with touchdowns possibly by C. Broadwater, JV football lost to Southern 31-19.
Cross country traveled to Clear Spring for the Interstate Classic. The boys placed 6 out of 8 teams and with a score of 125, and the girls placed 3rd out of 8 with a score of 83.
Yesterday, girls soccer played a game against Southern, and boys soccer played against Kaiser. We will update you with these scores tomorrow.
Today, boys soccer will play against Southern at home at 7 p.m. Girls soccer travels to Kaiser at 5:30, and volleyball will be at home against Mountain Ridge at 7 p.m. Good luck to all teams.
Woo!
Today's lunch will be mac and cheese, peas, peaches, roasted garbanzo beans, and milk. That meat. And tomorrow for lunch, chicken patty.
Yay!
Today's weather will be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 80 degrees.
Today in history.
On this day in 1996, actor and hip-hop recording artist Tupac Shakur was shot several times in Las Vegas, Nevada after attending a boxing match. He died in a hospital several days later.
And a happy birthday to the late Buddy Holly and Queen Elizabeth I.
Quote of the day: getting over a painful experience is much like crossing monkey bars. You have to let go at some point in order to move forward. C.S. Lewis. Have a wonderful Wednesday!
Now in sports news. Over the weekend, boys and girls soccer both took on Fort Hill this weekend. What?